Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create or update Brevo contact on Paperform submission. So here I am managing a real estate agency. Now to promote my business and to generate the new leads, I have created a special inquiry form with the help of Paperform. I have attached this form on my website, and now my objective is that as soon as an interested client or lead in buying or renting the properties with my business is going to submit this form with their details, automatically that person should be added as a contact in my email marketing list, that is Brevo. Now to automate this entire process, we will have to set up the connection between Paperform and Brevo, and that we are going to do without any coding and any programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation for your business step by step, and you want to know that how this automation is actually going to work, for that let me take you all towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video we are going to learn how we can automatically create or update Brevo contacts for every new Paperform submission. So here I am managing a real estate agency, and for generating the leads for my business I am using Paperform. So I have created a special contact form which contains a field such as the name, email, phone number, city of the leads, and as soon as the lead who is interested in buying or renting the properties from my real estate agency is going to visit my website, they will find this form and they are going to submit this contact form. Automatically I want that person to be added in my email list in Brevo, so that I will be able to communicate with them further quickly. I will be able to connect with them by sending them email campaigns, catalogs, brochures, etc. Okay, so this is my objective. But every time a new lead is going to submit this contact form with their details, I could not add the details manually in my Brevo account because it is going to take a lot of time. Therefore, here I am going to simply automate this entire process in such a way that every time the form will be submitted by the lead in Paperform, automatically the person who has submitted the form will be added in my email list in Brevo. So first of all, let me show you that how this automation is actually going to work. So here in front of you, I am going to submit this contact form with some random details. And as I will do that by using the same details, a new contact will be added over here in Brevo. Okay, so let's get started. So let's say the first name of the lead who is submitting this form is Best. Let's say the last name of this lead is Lead only. We have the name of the lead as Best Lead. Then we have the email, let's say as bestlead68@pabblytudes.com, just a random email address. Over here I'm going to enter a phone number as well. And let's say the city of this lead is Indore. Okay, now I'm going to click on register. As soon as we have done that, over here the submission is successful. So when the submission is successful, I'm going to take you towards Brevo. We have the email list over here, so I'm going to refresh this list, and you can see automatically a new contact is created with the same details. We have the name as Best Lead. When I'm going to open this particular lead over here, you can see we have their email address, their name, and all other details. And these details are exactly the same which we have submitted in the form. So in this way, this automation is actually going to work. Okay, so how we are going to create this automation now? By setting up the connection between Paperform and Brevo. And to build this connection, we are not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills. We will simply set up this connection with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. With the help of Pabbly Connect, we are going to build the connection between our Paperform and Brevo in such a way that as soon as the form will be submitted, Brevo contact will be created. And if the lead who has submitted the form is already an existing contact of my Brevo account, then it will be updated directly. Okay, so this is my objective, and we are going to automate this entire process. So here we are on the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by typing the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, here I'm going to click on sign in directly. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And you can see it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On the dashboard, we will find all our workflows which we have created. And to save our workflows, we can also create separate folders like this. Now, to create a new workflow, let's click on this Create Workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let me provide a name over here. Create or update Brevo contact on Paperform submission. After giving the name to my workflow, then I'm going to select the folder. So here the automation which I'm going to create is for my lead management. So automations for lead management will be my folder which I'm going to select, and I want to save this workflow over here in this folder only. Okay, now let's click on create. As we have done that, you can see a new screen is open in front of us. The screen contains two windows, trigger and action. Basically, this is a blank workflow which we have to fill up in order to complete our automation. And these windows are extremely important because they are the basic concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation works. Here, the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is a response towards our trigger. So this means whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow because it is the commander, and we can have multiple actions because these actions are the followers. Alright, so this way our automation works. Now, let's suppose my objective is that as soon as a new form will be submitted by a new lead, in Paperform, automatically that lead should be added as a contact or should be updated as a contact in Brevo. For that, here let's suppose I'm going to take Paperform in trigger and Brevo in my action step. When we are going to build the connection between these two applications, between trigger and action, then action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the form is submitted in Paperform by the lead, then only the person who has submitted the form will be added as a contact in Brevo, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us start creating our automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, we have to go towards our trigger step and we have to select our trigger application. Over here, our trigger application will be Paperform. So let's select that. And then we have to select the trigger event. So on the happening of which event you want to capture the response. So new form submission will be our trigger event. That means every time a new form will be submitted in Paperform, the response of that form is going to be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and with the response, the workflow is going to trigger. You can see we have received a webhook URL for that, and also we have received some instructions. Basically, we need to follow the given instructions step by step carefully to insert this webhook URL inside our form. So you have to create a specific form in your Paperform account. Then you have to connect that form with Pabbly Connect by inserting the webhook URL inside that. Okay, so first of all, let's copy the webhook URL as it is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data. And then by following the given instructions, we have to set up this connection. So don't worry, I am going to show you each and every step. So first of all, you have to go towards your Paperform account and you have to select the specific form which you want to connect. So this is my specific contact form which I have created for generating the leads for my real estate agency, and I've attached it on my website. Now I'm going to set up the connection between this contact form and Pabbly Connect. So you can see after selecting the form, on top we have the option of after submission. Okay, what you want to do after submission? After the form will be submitted, I want to go towards integrations and webhooks. You have to come towards webhook section over here and you have to select webhook option. Now over here you have to add the new webhook. So let's click on this add webhook button. And you have to paste the webhook URL in this field first of all, which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Then it is asking us where you want to trigger. I want that when the new submission will be made, then the workflow should trigger. Then the response should be sent. So new submission will be our trigger. Okay, let's click on create over here. And as we have done that, the webhook is added successfully. This means our connection between Paperform and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. So now let's move forward, and it is showing in Pabbly Connect waiting for webhook response. This means that now we have to do a test submission. How we are going to do that? By simply submitting the form which we have connected. So as the form will be submitted, because we have already connected that form, the response will be captured. So I'm going to once again take you towards my contact form. We will go and publish this form first of all, as we have set up the connection. So we'll publish the connected form and then we will open it in a new tab. As the form is open in a new tab, now we need to fill up this form. Okay. So let's start submitting it, and I'm going to use some dummy details in order to submit this form so that the response could be captured. Let's say the first name of the lead who is submitting this form is Good, and let's say the last name is Lead. Okay. So the name of the lead we have is Good Lead. Let's say the email of this Good Lead is goodlead91@pabblycutes.com. Let's say the phone number of this lead is, and let's say the city of this lead is Bhopal. All right, I'm going to click on register, and as we have done that, the form is submitted successfully. Let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. For a few seconds, let's wait for the response. And the response is captured. So in the response, we have received all the details. Let's start reading them one by one. First of all, you can see here we have received the trigger. That is what has happened. The submission is made. Then we have the team ID. We have the submission ID, which is going to be unique for every new submission. Then we have a slug over here. We have a form ID over here. When we'll scroll down, you can see we have the city, the phone number of the lead, their email address, their first name, their last name. This means our connection between Paperform and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. And now every time the form will be submitted by a new lead, automatically the response of that form is going to be captured with all the exact details of the new lead. Okay. Now, once we have set up the connection between Paperform and Pabbly Connect, our objective is to create contact or update contact in Brevo. Okay, so now we are going to build the connection between Brevo and Pabbly Connect. So Brevo is the email marketing application which I'm using to communicate and to connect with my leads, to manage my email marketing and to convert the leads into payable customers by constantly communicating and following up the leads. Now, let's go towards our action step and we will select our action application as Brevo. Let's select that. Then we have to select the action event. So what you want to perform, I want to create a contact in Brevo, or in case if the contact is already created, I want to just update the contact. Okay, so here create or update contact, both will be our action event. Then let's click on connect. For building this connection, you can see we have two options, add new connection and select existing connection. So if you already have an existing connection, you can just go with that. But I'm going to show you that how you have to create a new connection. So let's go towards add new connection. And in order to create a new connection, you have to provide the domain name and also the API key. So to get the domain, you just have to go towards your Brevo account and you will look towards the URL. And over here, you can see that we have the domain. Okay, you have to copy and paste it over here. My domain is already given, so I'm going to go towards API key now. And to get this API key, you just have to once again go towards Brevo. You will go towards the connect option from the top right corner. And under that, here we have the option of SMTP and API. So after coming on SMTP and API, here we have to go towards API keys and you have to click on generate a new API key. Now you have to provide a name to the key. So let's say I'm going to give the name as real estate contacts. Okay, let's say this is the name of my key. Then I'm going to click on generate. As we have done that, here we have the key. So let's copy that. Let's click on OK, move back and paste it over here in the API key field. Now we are going to click on save. And as we have done that, the connection between Brevo and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. So now let's move forward. We will start with the email. So we need to enter the details in these fields to create or update the contact. First of all, here it is asking us the email address. You know, we have to add the person who has submitted the contact form in Paperform as the contact in Brevo as well. So for that, we have to use the same email address which we have received from the earlier response. Instead of entering the data, therefore, we are going to map the data directly from the previous step. When here I'm going to search for the email address, you can see I have received that in my response. And from here only I'm going to insert this email and I will map it. When we have mapped this email, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace. So every time a new lead is going to receive by the form submission in Paperform, automatically this email is going to replace with a new email of that new lead. And this way only we are going to automate the entire process by mapping all the details as well. Now it is asking us that next, do you want to use email blacklisted? So here I'm going to select true. Do you want to use SMS blacklisted? So here also I'm going to select true. Then you have to select the specific email list in which you want to add this lead or add this contact. So you can see I have multiple lists in my Brevo account. I'm going to take you towards Brevo. We will go towards the contact section and this is the list section we have. So these are all the lists I have on my account. So among these lists, let's say I'm going to select this new list in which I want to add all my new contacts. So here I'm going to select new list. Okay. In the similar manner, you can also have multiple lists for different purposes, for different email campaigns. So you can select a specific list in which you want to add your contacts. Then it is asking us update enabled. Whether if the lead is already an existing contact, then you want to update that contact or no. So here I have selected true. Okay, I want to update. Then I'm going to map the last name. We have first name now and done. Now I'm going to directly click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, we have received the response in which we have received the ID of the contact. This means our contact is successfully added in Brevo. So now I'm going to take you back towards my Brevo account. We will go towards the list section and we will select our list. And you can see that in my new list here we have a new contact added with the name as Good Lead. When I'm going to open this contact over here, you can see that we have received all the details. We have their email, their first name, their last name, and done. This means our connection between Paperform and Brevo is absolutely successful. And now every time a new form will be submitted in Paperform by an interested lead, automatically the contact will be created or will be updated in Brevo. So I hope this automation is clear to you. In a similar manner, you can also very easily create this amazing automation for your business to update your email list in Brevo every time the lead is received through Paperform submission. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.